Hello everyone, welcome to your own horror channel MJM. Today we have a terrible and strange story about Kong and Skar King, a story in which in addition to the departure of Skar King, Kong will also suffer a terrible fate, which I will mention later. So please stay with me. The island of Skull Island was a place of primordial beauty, a lush paradise untouched by the modern world. But beneath its serene exterior lurked the darkness, a primal evil that had been slumbering for millennia. Kong, the mighty ape, had ruled Skull Island for as long as anyone could remember. His reign was absolute, his roar a thunderclap that echoed through the dense jungles and towering peaks. But a new threat was emerging from the depth of the island's volcano, a creature that would challenge Kong's dominance and plunge the island into a nightmare. Skar King, a primordial beast of molten rock and jagged spikes, had slumbered for millennia deep within the island's volcano. Awakened by an ancient seismic event, it emerged from its fiery prison, its eyes glowing with an unnatural intensity. The island trembled as it approached, its footsteps leaving trails of molten rock in its wake. Kong, sensing the impending danger, roared a challenge that shook the very foundations of Skull Island. The two titans clashed in a battle that would determine the fate of the island and its inhabitants. Kong's immense strength and agility were matched only by Skar King's fiery breath and relentless attacks. The jungle was torn apart as their blows sent trees crashing to the ground, and the sky was filled with smoke and ash. As the battle raged on, the island's ecosystem began to suffer. The once lush forests were reduced to smoldering ruins, and the wildlife fled in terror. The very existence of Skull Island was at stake. A group of explorers who had recently arrived on the island witnessed a terrifying spectacle. Dr. Annia Petrova, a renowned geologist, recognized the danger Skar King posed to the island. She knew that the only way to defeat the beast was to lure it back into the volcano and seal it away. With the help of the island's native inhabitants, the explorers devised a plan. They would construct a giant wooden platform and lure Skar King onto it. Then, they would ignite a series of explosive charges that would propel the platform and Skar King back into the volcano's depth. The plan was risky, but it was their only hope. As Skar King approached, the explorers ignited the charges. The platform burst into flames, sending Skar King and itself hurtling towards the volcano. The beast roared in fury as it plummeted into the fiery chasm. The island was saved, but at a great cost. The battle had left Kong exhausted and injured. He retreated to his mountaintop lair, his reign forever changed. The explorers, their mission accomplished, left Skull Island, carrying with them the memory of the terrifying battle and the indomitable spirit of Kong. But the island was not truly at peace. Deep within the volcano, Skar King lay dormant, trapped but not defeated. And as the years passed, a growing sense of unease began to creep over the inhabitants of Skull Island. They knew that the beast was still there, waiting for its chance to rise again and claim the island as its own. The horror did not end with Skar King's defeat. As the island began to recover, a new terror emerged from the depth of the jungle. A horde of monstrous creatures, drawn to the island by the disturbance caused by the battle, began to swarm the land. These creatures were unlike anything the islanders had ever seen, their bodies twisted and grotesque, their eyes filled with a feral hunger. Kong, weakened by his battle with Skar King, was unable to defend the island alone. The islanders, desperate for survival, fought bravely, but they were no match for the relentless onslaught. The creatures tore through the jungle, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. As the horror unfolded, the explorers, drawn back to Skull Island by a sense of duty, returned to help the islanders. Together, they fought to repel the invaders, using their knowledge and ingenuity to devise new strategies. But the creatures were relentless, and the island was on the brink of annihilation. In a final, desperate act, Kong, summoning every ounce of his remaining strength, confronted the creatures. He fought with a ferocity that matched their own, his roars echoing through the jungle. But even the mighty Kong could not withstand the overwhelming numbers. He fell, his body battered and broken, his spirit unbroken. As the creatures closed in, the islanders, knowing that their fate was sealed, gathered around Kong's lifeless body. They mourned their king, their protector, their hope. And as the darkness descended upon Skull Island, They faced their final moments with courage and dignity. The island of Skull Island, once a paradise, had become a hell. The creatures had won, their victory complete, and as the last embers of hope flickered out, the island was left to the mercy of the darkness, a haunting reminder of the terrible fate that can befall even the most beautiful places. Thanks to the dear friends and viewers who watched the story till the end. So if you enjoyed today's horror video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and write your comments. And I leave it to the great God until Monday.